Hello. All right. Hey, Otto! Hi, guys. Hi, Otto. Hi, Mikey. Hi, Fairy Dust. Hi, April. Hi, YZ. Hi, Buxapan. Hi, Dominic. Hi, Lucine. Am I missing some people? No, I think I got everyone. Yay! How is everyone today? Ooh, my coffee creamer smells really good. It's supposed to be cotton candy, but it smells like caramelized sugar. It's not like flavored cotton candy, it's just pure sugar cotton candy, so it's really tasty actually. Even if it can sound a bit off-putting to have cotton candy creamer. Okay, it was on discount, that's why I got like a good stash. Oh, it's delicious. Is there a difference between sugar flavor and cotton candy flavor? Well, regular sugar is not caramelized. Like it's not, I would say it's almost like burnt sugar, but without the burnt flavor. Like you know when something is too burnt and it just tastes like charcoal? Well, that's not that. Let's get a pencil of sorts. I don't know where I put my pencil from last week. Oh, it's there. What about cotton candy versus marshmallow? Well, I don't think you don't really burn the sugar from marshmallow, or they wouldn't be white. So I tried to find a book that was not too big to be on my table if I want to draw food. So I got this one. And I think the images are quite nice in it, so. I love it when the like the pages are really like a nice glossiness and so soft, and I'm like, book. Cotton candy 100%. I love this stuff. I keep looking it up on Amazon and forgetting that they want an arm and a leg for one serving of cotton candy. It's like $10 US. Oof. And it's not gonna be fresh cotton candy either. It's gonna be the bagged kind of thing, you know. I mean, not that it's bad. It's delicious too, but it's like it's no reason to price it that much. Oh, I've had maple cotton candy. Like instead of spinning regular sugar, they spin maple sugar. So it's pure 100% maple cotton candy. And it's just addictive. Oh man, looking at this stuff. I just ate, but I'm still hungry looking at this stuff. Oh, making handmade udon. Oh, that might happen. Might as well get a machine to make the candy at that rate. That's a fair point. That's you know, people buy the home version of the popcorn machines, like the theater dispenser. Why not get a home cotton candy machine? I think all you need to make it work is just regular white sugar. Like it's nothing fancy. It's a bit of a mess because the floss kind of goes everywhere and it's sticky because it's sugar. But dude. Man, the photos on this book are good. I really like them. I kind of want to eat everything. I don't know if you can see well, but beautiful photos. Kuri. Kuri. This Japanese variety of chestnut. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, dang, chestnut rice. That looks amazing. I tried making chestnut rice with regular, like the chestnuts we get here. It was good, but definitely not the same. Like, all the greens look so fresh and tasty. The book is called Japanese Food and Cooking by Emi Kazuko and with recipes by Yasuko Fukuoka. I think I had to get it as a used book because I don't think it was in print. Ah, dang, lotus roots are creepy. They're good, but they're creepy. Oh, side note, have you been watching Arcane on Netflix? Yeah, I saw all 3 available episodes so far. We started watching Maya and the 3, and I'm much more hyped for that than Arcane. Arcane is not my kind of jam. I think I'm a bit too old and grumpy. I mean, it's beautiful. Arcane is absolutely mind-blowing animation-wise, and the look of it. They say to sprinkle edamame pods with salt and rub into the bean pods. I wonder if it's to remove the hair on the on the edamame. Yummy. 3 more up today. Yeah. I know we will end up watching it, but I'm not hyped. It's just not very much my kind of stuff. Let's remove the hair. Oh, that's so cool. That's so clever. Like, there's so many things that I learned watching like Japanese recipes and all that in terms of preparation, because they're an attention to detail that I didn't get from the usual recipe books I would use. Like, how to prepare a daikon was one of those. And it's like little tricks like trimming one specific corner on the slices of daikon so they don't break apart when cooking and stuff like that. And I was like, wow. I think I tried once a Sapporo beer, and it completely cemented the notion that I don't like beer. She's so pretty. Okay. Japanese cooking is about as technical as French cooking, but in different ways. Possibly. I don't know much about French cooking. But I kind of prefer, like, since I can't have dairy, like, Japanese recipes are much more something I can cook for myself. Ev, what's your favorite Japanese dish to make yourself? Oof. I don't cook a lot because I don't really enjoy cooking. So, in terms of things that I make myself, I'm not too terrible at making maki rolls, like sushi rolls. I'm not too terrible at it, but hold on, let me think. Yeah, I haven't cooked many Japanese dishes in the sense that sometimes it's hard to find the ingredients for them. Or like I get them and then I eventually run out because the Japanese grocery store is kind of far away. I think I made a good rolled omelette a couple of times. When you mentioned beer, I'm reminded I had an English teacher referred to sake as soapy water, dishwater. Ugh, what? That person must have tasted some pretty weird sake to think that. I've tried to make rolls a few times, but can't ever get the right sushi rice consistency. I used to, like, I got good at making sushi rolls when I got obsessed by one channel on YouTube where the guy posted videos of he was, I don't know if he still is, but he's a sushi chef, and he would post videos of how he would prepare the rolls and all that, and I watched that extensively. And yeah, I think like for sushi rice, it's really about rinsing the rice well, which you probably know. You probably know that already, but like try to rinse it well and to get the proper type of rice. And then the way he would put the rice on the nori sheet, he would like spread it around but not press it too hard. You kind of have to keep the touch light when you space out the rice, so that when you roll it, that's when the rice will like compress and make sure that your roll sticks together better. If you can make a tight cinnamon roll, you can make a sushi roll. And really, I'm not sure about that. I've never made tight cinnamon rolls, but it's not exactly the same kind of rolling. Unless you use a mat to roll cinnamon rolls. Let me see if I can find the name of the dude with the... But yeah, if you try to pack your rice super dense on the nori, it's not gonna end up being right. Like talking to Otto and talking about stuff, I realized that I really need to ask my my doctor about like ADHD stuff, because I'm noticing that I kind of have some of the behaviors, like the hyper focus moments, and I remember like the sushi thing was really a hyper focus moment. Definitely don't pack it. That's probably you shouldn't pack it. Don't let me get the where is it? That's it. Doopy. Okay. There you go. Sorry about that. Like, that looks amazing. How to make sushi rice. almost a million views. Yep. Might be useful. Hey, you're welcome. Like, by all means, if you like, I learned a lot by binge watching those videos like repeatedly, so I think they can be helpful. I think the videos are old, but it really doesn't affect the quality or the knowledge in them. It's the one thing that I noticed when I went to Toronto a few times is that they have many more Japanese people living in Toronto than they do here. So you get a lot of pretty amazing Japanese restaurants. And I went to one, and I try to go every time I go to Toronto, but I would take the they have a salad with fresh tofu and like lotus roots, like chips, and a delicious dressing. And like, I'm not big on salads, but I will always make an exception for that one. It's so good. It's absolutely amazing. I like the fresh tofu is so good. I'm trying to locate an eraser of sorts. My stepfather orders our salmon from Alaska. I wish it looked like this salmon. Well, this one is glazed too. But it looks amazing. It sounds delicious. I haven't been to Toronto in about 3 years, and Calgary is totally inland. So our best product is Catalan with. Yeah. What kind of, how can I say this? Like, what are the main cultural presences in Calgary? But yeah, oh my gosh, Toronto has so many good food places. That's salmon. That's salmon teriyaki. Okay, funny questions for you guys. Well, I think it's funny. When you guys are looking to purchase a recipe book, do you try to get a recipe book written by someone from the culture that the cooking is from? Like, I try to get my my Japanese recipe books by like written and like made by Japanese people. And I'm always a bit like surprised when I find a recipe book and it's someone that at first glance seems completely external to that culture. I'm always worried it's going to be some weird kind of fusion thing going on, like oh yeah, how to make sushi with cheddar cheese and bacon, and you're like, okay, maybe, but not what I'm looking for. Does beer culture count? Lots of meat, steak, burgers. There's a growing presence of Asian food in general, so we're finally getting some variety. Oh, that's good to hear. Like, sure, fresh meat and burgers and all that, maybe that's good, but it lacks a bit of color. I don't have experience buying recipe books, but I would get the books on specific cuisines written by people either part of that culture or experienced in the cuisine. For sure, food has been for centuries. Yeah, I agree with you, Jillbean. It just feels weird, you know. It's like if I saw someone write a book about like traditional Quebec foods and they've been here like a couple of years and now they write a recipe book about it. And I'm like, well, unless they're some sort of scholar that went over here to intensively study that stuff, it just feels weird, you know. It's like when people make tiramisu with only whipped cream. It doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. So, also, the reason why I'm sort of doodling food today is that I think that's my hyper-focus of the moment. I would maybe venture as a point of view on it. But what I think is particularly interesting is that I feel like food illustration is kind of a bit more universal. So if I enjoy drawing it long enough, maybe that's something that I can build a portfolio of and possibly land some contracts buying food. Yeah, I don't want some random ass American telling me how to make tiki masala, since it rarely ends up being good. Yeah, exactly. And there's always some weird stuff going on in those recipe books. Like, I'll take an example, but it's just the first thing that comes to mind. But it's like when you find like in Japanese recipe books, sometimes you might find a recipe for spaghetti Napolitan, and it's a very Japanese take on spaghetti. Like, you would show that to an Italian person and they would probably be super confused. So there's kind of that thing that if you are from a specific culture and you take in the recipes from a different culture, you might, and that's understandable, but you might have to substitute certain ingredients because they're not available locally, or that kind of stuff. So it's just odd. It's just so weird. I just feel so confused when I see those. I think it depends. Some people do recipes that translate to items available to you. Some make something and call it something else. Looking at you, Texas style. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's it called? The weird Mexican food from Texas. There's a name for it. And people do travel for culinary training. I had a roommate that was French, but had been in China, and he made authentic food because his wife approved. Oh, free food contract. Well, no, I mean contract for money. Oh, Tex-Mex, yeah. Like that's a bit it's kind of the same. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's just if I want a recipe book that's like, if I'm aiming for the most like traditional thing, I'm gonna try and find people from that culture who have eaten that stuff forever, yeah, of course, chefs can go visit other countries for training. Oh, I was reading Blue Period and it mentioned Napolitan, and I confused it for Neapolitan. And the guy mentions he hates ketchup. Yeah. Yeah, Napolitan spaghetti has like ketchup, bell peppers, sometimes sausage, like onions, carrots, other seasonings. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not very Italian. Mexican food is really fresh and yummy. Tex-Mex is also yummy, but involves a lot of frying. That's a good mix, though. You got the good Mexican stuff, and the Texas touch is to deep fry everything. Tex-Mex is mostly just lots of peppers and beans and cheese, probably. And corn. Oh yeah, pepper jack cheese in particular. American cheese. I really like how cultures adapt foods. Like they're like loan words. You pronounce it in your language, not the language you learn from. Oh, that's really cool, Mikey. Mikey says, I have my grandmother's Greek cookbooks that were from her church where all the ladies prepared the food all the time. They bound it into a cookbook. But I get very annoyed very quickly if someone tries to claim that adapted food is authentic. Yeah. Yeah. I have a soft spot for Japanese Napolitan. A lot of childhood. It's delicious. Like, I made it. I had a moment where I made it a lot. And it's super good, but like I would find it odd to put it in a purely Italian recipe book. It's really fusion at that point because it's really like a mashup. Corn just meant any grain, and America renamed maize. Really? Oh, that's interesting. In French, corn is maïs, so not too far from maize. Or maïs? I don't know how you say it. But yeah, it's like even making Napolitan here, it's odd because like we don't have the Japanese sausages, or you know, it's like when I wanted to make Napolitan here, I had to adapt it even further because some of the stuff was not available here. Yeah, it make an Italian lose his mind. Oh yeah, Japanese Napolitan belongs in the Japanese cookbook, not in Italian. I think it would be really interesting to have cookbooks that have sections that are just about like fusion foods, like Japanese curry, Japanese Napolitan spaghetti. You know, those kind of things. Like to have it separate from everything else. What's up? It make an Italian lose his mind. I saw a video recently, just a segment of the video was an Italian dude talking to his Italian parents about craft dinner. And he was asking like his mom, hey, do you remember eating craft dinner and that kind of stuff. She was like, I think I tasted it once, like when we made it for kids, and the mom was like, it's not good cheese pasta. Like if you want to make good cheese pasta, you just cook the pasta, add some Parmesan, salt and pepper, and it was like really funny. But where do you draw the line between fusion and just parts of food culture? Well, fusion means it's a mashup of various cultures. Like, I feel like putting pesto in sushi is fusion enough. Because you have a very Italian ingredient in a Japanese food thing. Like Swedish meatballs trace their heritage to Turkish food. But it's not considered fusion anyway. Yeah, well, it's not exactly the same. I mean, meatballs are pretty quintessential. Like, we have Canadian meatballs as well. We have a thing that's called like ragout de boulette, which is basically meatball stew. And I doubt its heritage. It's from like Turkish food or something. Like I think someone just took like bits of meat and went squish squish. Oh, maybe I can cook that, you know. Whoever decided to add lingonberry to meatballs was a genius. Oh, were they like in the meatballs? I wish I could find a good like Swedish recipe book, but it would only be for eye candy because I think most of it has dairy in it in one way or another. Which is why I tend to use more like my Korean, Chinese or Japanese cookbooks, because I know I don't have to worry about dairy in those. Is jam you put with them? Oh yeah, with them. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit like the Thanksgiving meals where you have the cranberries. Yeah, I'm glad because, you know, over here you can get like apple sausages and blueberry sausages. So for a second there, I was like thinking about like the meatballs having berries in them and just not being super psyched about it. I figured out how to make gravy not long ago, and it's been kind of an obsession to make various gravies. It's kind of really easy to make gravy. Hey, Saltweave, hi! Nice to see you! Sometimes really weird combos are good. There was a fancy restaurant near where I grew up that served vanilla ice cream with olive oil and salt on top. Ooh, that's really peculiar. Was it like really strong olive oil or the lighter kind? There's no such thing as authentic if you get nitpicky. Everything comes from somewhere else. Like recently I was watching Bobby Flay and he mentioned Filipino adobo is different from Cuban adobo. I think a fusion is something intentional rather than something that stems from one culture but has evolved to its own dish in another culture. Applesauce with pork was a new one in the UK. New one. But just don't get horseradish and beef. I don't eat it, but definitely don't understand mint and lamb. Oh, no. It's just so odd. Mint like mint is A+ for like toothpaste. It was super good, but I think it needed to be some special fancy olive oil and the perfect fancy sea salt or whatever foodie stuff. I have never been brave enough to try it at home. Hello, sorry I've been lurking. Hey, that's okay. Yeah, some like once with the groceries they have like freebies sometimes, and one week the freebie was a small bottle of really fancy olive oil, and you can definitely taste more depth in it than regular olive oil you get at the grocery store. So I can understand something that's specialized. I would feel it's a blasphemy to use that special olive oil in cooking. Rather, you kind of want to put it on a salad or as a dip for something, you know. The marble slab, my sister. Marble slab, that's a funny name for it. Is that when they put like unflavored ice cream and then they kind of mix it into it and it's a cold marble slab so it stays, it doesn't melt? They kind of use that surface for working chocolate too, I think. Oh, Canon ice cream is great. I do that one. And what kind of ice cream? Marble slab is where they chop it up with topping. Okay. It kind of looks like you know, when you go to a certain fast food places, they have this big metal like instead of having elements and pans, they have just a big metal surface that is hot and they cook stuff directly on it. So it's kind of the same idea, but instead of hot, it's cold. Hey Nicole, hello. They had suggestions of what to add, but my sister was in shock and missed them. Oh, a flaming hot Cheeto ice cream. Trying to think if there is one weird flavor combo that I go for. I think I'm super boring in terms of flavor combos. Like even salt with my caramel is a bit too much for me. I like the cayenne on vanilla. Well, I don't eat ice cream much because I have milk problems. Oh, I know what you mean. Also, Dominic, is the mint not a dessert flavor there? Yeah, I don't know what it is with... well, mind you, if you buy... what was the name of it? We used to get a flatbread that had a mixture of lamb and tomatoes and various herbs, and I think there was a bit of mint in there, and it worked really well. But it was like a Middle Eastern dish, and it was a combo of everything. When I think of lamb with mint, it's a bit too direct, like kind of. And I imagine, I don't know why, but when I think of mint in meals, I immediately go to this, if you know, the bright green bright green alcohol thing. That's like phthalo green colored. And it's just weird to imagine something that green with lamb visually. Like I can't reconcile the two things in my head. So we finally caved in and changed to food dry. Yeah, and we're talking about food too. Hi, Paulo. I couldn't say. I think America is kind of overboard because we have flavors like mint chip. I'm definitely not a mint person, especially with chocolate. It's a fairly common one though. Like chocolate and mint is... I think it's the most common way I see mint in desserts. Crème brûlée or cookie dough ice cream on my fan. Ooh, crème brûlée must be good. Oh, Mikey, if you want to read about food history, you could also look online. Like, even Wikipedia is super interesting for that. You start with, like anything. You start, okay, I'm going to read the article on pasta. And then you sort of go from one topic to the next. Not had a Middle Eastern minty lamb dish, but I'm not surprised it's done. It's not used a ton in my family's region, Kurdish cuisine. Yeah, it was not... Like, I only realized there was a bit of mint in it when I tried to make it myself and found a recipe for it. Like, on its own, when we would buy the thing from the store, it's really subtle. Like, it's really blended in with the other flavors. I think the weirdest flavor I've tried was melon shave ice flavor potato chips. That were limited edition in Southeast Asia. Whoa. Yeah, that's a peculiar combo. I would have tried them too, to be honest, because anything melon is immediately appealing. To add salt to the when I'm cooking French onion soup. That's fine. French onion soup is pretty awesome. When I made mint sauce for Hubs, it was vinegar, sugar, and mint. It looked lovely, but not yummy. Oh, it feels so like one tone. So sugar. You know how sometimes things, like you think of a thing and you're like, oh, how is this in a savory dish? And you sort of see that it doesn't have sugar. So you're like, oh, okay, like cinnamon. Some people will add cinnamon to their chili, but they say it works because the chili itself is not sweet, so it doesn't feel like a dessert. Speaking of mint, I used to love mint chocolate chip ice cream as a kid, so I just bought a thing of Ben & Jerry's mint choc chip, and it's white, it's not green. I think it's just that they don't put food coloring in it. because mint extract is translucent, I think. So if they didn't use like mint leaves, it's not going to be green. If you did just use extract, I think it's going to stay white, unless they add they had food coloring. Weirdly, I like mint sauce on lamb. I guess I just grew up with it as we had it at school. Was that before you became allergic to it? I mean, I figure, but... And when you live in a boarding school, you eat whatever they give you, starve, yeah. Yeah, way before. We have such generic, boring fruit flavors over here. Like, everything is orange, cherry, and grape as a default, or lemon. Out of those four, there's only one I like. But that's the thing too, like, everything grape in North America doesn't taste like the grape flavored stuff that's coming from Japan, let's say. So I've tried, I tried drawing food yesterday, and I did it digitally, and it's much easier because you can sort of combine the way you work. Like, you can go light to dark, but you can also work as if it was gouache and come back and add lighter colors on top of dark. So you can basically draw a whole thing and not bother about highlights at all until you get to the end, and then you just create a new layer or whatnot, and you add your highlights on top of everything. Scout cookies, seller mom were militant and terrifying. Where I lived in Austin. Oh no, that sounds really terrifying indeed. I missed the peanut butter one so bad. Oh, what were those like? I think there's two regions for the cookie brands. Really? It's true that mint flavor feels like it should be green, I guess, because mint is also a color. But why blue raspberry? That's a mystery for the ages, honestly. It's been around for a while and still makes no sense. Emmy from Emmy Made had a big Girl Scout cookie showdown with the different manufacturers. Oh wow. Yeah, I am so hungry for the stream, but I just oiled my kitchen countertop so I can't cook. Do you still have the crisps I sent you? Or did you eat those already? Grape flavor here tastes like Dimetapp to me. Yeah, same. Oh, I used to have so much Dimetapp when I was a sick kid. Like, parents waking me up in the middle of the night to get some Dimetapp, and you're sleepily trying to swallow the syrup. But it doesn't taste like grape. It's what we associate with grape flavor, but it doesn't taste like grape one bit. I'll never understand blue raspberry. Yeah. Hold on. It was a small round sandwich with peanut butter cookies and peanut butter filling. And then one that was just the peanut butter cookie dipped in chocolate. Ooh. Haven't had it yet, but I already had a bag of crisps this evening. Oh no. Bummer. I need to send you more coffee crisps though. I've never seen a Girl Scout cookie either. I hate it when recipe tells you that browning onions take 15 minutes. I think it takes much longer than that, doesn't it? Unless you put the pan really high. Maybe they just mean burnt onions. Like, put the pan as high as possible, put the onions on it, and wait until it smells burnt. Mikey, don't check! I'm also browning an insane amount of onions. Yeah, that doesn't help. I'm rabbit holing about grape flavor. No! I did not pick an image to help myself by choosing something that is glazed. The kind of reflect is much easier to do digitally because you can just go and then come back at the end and do it properly instead of trying to figure it out as you draw the thing. I found Girl Scout cookies, but they're all on eBay. They won't go sweet on high heat, they will go burnt. Every time I brown onions in Instapot, and pretty much the only thing I ever use it for. Oh yeah, pressure cooker. I was literally watching a chef mention how to cook eggs, and the trick to fry an egg without it sticking was to get the pan ridiculously hot. Yeah, because apparently now non-stick stuff is bad for you. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're right about it, but... I don't know if you can tell, but I'm getting fed up with this eye shine thing. Let's just scribble some stuff in there and... Maybe I shouldn't try to render stuff traditionally. It's really not my strong suit. Getting a resort to take the value out. Aren't there international candy subscription box things? Maybe they should have a seasonal Girl Scout cookie collab. That's a really good idea. How would you render that image in your style? Thing is I'm not entirely sure what is my style. I feel like most of what I do is just try to make a thing happen and have it not look too hideous. So I use my knowledge of drawing stuff to try and not make it look hideous, but I don't feel like I'm making conscious style decisions ever. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, speaking of raspberry. Oh no, Mikey, Eep. Dude, Paulo, you're making onion soup for how many people? That's a big mood, yeah. I feel like I never know what I'm doing. I'm just like keeping up with this because it's the only thing that I have like technical knowledge of how to do. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Fed up. That's the 8B LED, by the way. That's the 8B LED. I know I mentioned it already, but I love that isometric painting you did to show off the super grand lady face. Oh, that's another thing I thought about. I thought maybe, how would it work to draw food on the isometric grid? Finally got the 14B. Dude, that sounds great. Thank you so much, YZ, by the way. I've been drawing regularly for a billion years now. I still have no idea what I'm doing. Well, that's the sketch I did for the... I hope the pink shows up on camera. It does show up, kind of. What process did you use to transfer the sketch onto the watercolor? Well, I scanned... No, I didn't even scan it. I think I... Did I scan it? Or take a picture of it? Either way. I got it in Photoshop and I redrew it in Photoshop. And once I was done with the sketch in Photoshop, I printed it. I don't think I kept the print. Anyway, I made a printout and that's what I traced onto the watercolor paper with the light table. Sorry. So yeah, part of why I want to try a bunch of things drawing food is that I want to find a way that I enjoy. So the first one I did try yesterday was digitally and more realistic. I'm not saying that's what exactly I want to do, but it was my starting point and it gives me something to work from. Chewbacca comic and the badgers are so cute. They are! They're adorable. I love the badgers so much. Like the kid badgers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I didn't mean to be curt Otto earlier when I said that to draw it in the style, in my style, but not knowing what my style is. It's just, it's always the thing that bugs me a bit. Like, and even like Mysterious Soul is like, oh, you have a style, and I'm like, what is it? Like, there's a couple of things that I tend to do, like when I drawing characters and they're walking. Like, that's my favorite pose to draw people walking in because it's a super clear silhouette and you can read it really easily. Like, that's someone walking. So Mr. E likes to call it my pose because like, oh, you always use this pose. I'm like, yeah, I do. It's easy, it works. Sorry. Finished my coffee, but I made a second. I don't know if you can guess what this is. Sorry, it's so good. I need it. Oh, I need to switch my background noise. I don't have enough music on this computer. Oh, I think that's a good one. Yep. Ah, what the fuck? Another cotton candy. No! It's banana Nesquik. I had a coffee before. I haven't had one in ages. Dude, banana Nesquik is where it's at. Yes, I still have some left. I'm super precious about it. Soon our banana flavors are gonna be different. You all hear about the banana pandemic round 2. Oh no. We haven't learned from the first one. Well, I'm pretty sure that banana flavored things are fine. I don't think they're made from actual bananas. But that's a bummer. Bananas are good. Why do we do it the stupid way? Oh wait, never mind. So yeah, I realized that I have 2 albums of garbage. on my computer. So I put that as a background noise, and it's so good. Shirley Manson is where it's at. Yeah, I hope other varieties of bananas are gonna survive. Like I'll take whatever kind of banana there is. Also, maybe we should stop like hyper cultivating one particular variety of banana. There's a place in Brazil or somewhere in South America where they're being super clean, even wearing feet protection because treading dirt is bad. Wait, what? Banana-wise? I love garbage. It's such a funny band name when you use it in sentences. I have 2 albums of garbage on my computer, and you're like, why do you have garbage on your computer? No, the band. Or maybe I'm the only one laughing. That's such... Wow, how is that so skewed? Oh, maybe that's because I'm sitting at an angle. I hope. Wow, that's not right. Yeah, the dirt has the fungus that could infect the bananas. Oh no! I remember we were playing the Toriyama station on Pandora a few months ago, and I said it played a lot of garbage, and my dad was really confused for a moment. Yep. They had to burn a portion of their crop and more in between because of the infected bananas. No! Bananas! Hold on, let's... No! Bananas! Aww. The banana equivalent to COVID-19 is spreading to new countries, forcing the industry to change how the world's most widely eaten fruit is farmed and even how it could taste. A killer disease turns up out of the blue. It moves by stealth transmission, spreading before symptoms even show. Once it takes hold, it is already too late to stop it. There is no cure. Life will never be the same again. Sound familiar? Holy crap, guys. It's called Tropical Race 4, TR4, a disease that affects bananas. Also known as Panama disease. It's a fungus that has been rampaging through banana farms for the past 30 years. But within the last decade, the epidemic has suddenly accelerated. Not good! Also, genetic engineering might help us. Yeah, by all means, bring GMO in there. And I don't mean that sarcastically. It's always the fungus, never trust the mushroom. I kind of want to write that down. Dude, the mushrooms I trust the least are the mushrooms they put in like coffee and tea and hot chocolate. Now I'm like, nope. No, thank you. Eat the fungi. Bananas are affected so violently because there is no genetic variation. Yeah, that's a monocrop. Both bananas. Poor bananas. Oh, that's cool. Can I have this picture bigger? It says a shop in China displays a wide choice of local varieties. And it's not gonna be very cute, but look, you can see plenty of different bananas. That's so cool. They do that in the mushroom I've already won. Yeah. Yeah. Like you can, it's a big trend in the healthy foods department, and it's just wrong. And also they have like cordyceps in there, and like I always say, if you've played Last of Us, it's really hard to entertain the notion of cordyceps being in anything edible. It's like, no, thank you. You can keep your brain-eating shrooms to yourself. Not here for it. I love mushrooms, but not as an alternative to coffee or in my tea or in my hot chocolate. We have a local banana variety, which is rather good. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you have the opportunity to buy that one a lot. That's what I would do if I could. Like, we don't have bananas here, obviously, but... Of course. A mushroom sympathizer. The normal bananas cost like 79 cents per kilo. The ones from Madeira cost 170. Oh. I mean, I guess if it's within budget, definitely get the local ones, but yeah, that's a bit of a bummer that the local stuff is more than twice the price. I forgot about that kind of mushroom, Buxapaint. Never drink the mushroom hot drink unless you are prepared for a ride. I didn't know that renovating mushrooms to good things and ruin them. Yeah, that's the thing. Hold on, let me... It's just so bleh. Oh, maybe Otto remembers. Do you remember you sent me, like, it was a vlog channel of a couple living in a van, and they were this specific area of, like, van people that have means, and the girl would like prepare her morning coffee, and it was basically the mushroom thing with other stuff added in, and you know, like maca powder and whatever this and whatever that, and I'm just like, but what happened to coffee? Fine if you like your fancy drinks that cost an arm and a leg. No, not the ceremonial cacao. I don't remember. It was some time ago. Though the ceremonial cacao was something else too. But it was a girl and her boyfriend living in a van, and like the dude would fish. Yeah, Cordyceps coffee. Hold on. Four Sigmatic is the main company I see everywhere. Look at this one. Perform coffee with L-theanine and Cordyceps mushrooms. Blech. Chill decaf coffee with reishi and chaga mushrooms. Ground mushroom coffee with lion's mane. What the f... What's in this thing? I think I'm trying to see if there's an ingredients list. Made with ingredients you'll soon swear by. Yeah, when the cordyceps kick in. Organic and fair trade coffee, organic cordyceps mushroom extract, L-theanine organic coffee extract. Blech. The one with the dog called Scamp. Oh, maybe. I don't remember. She was sponsored by Four Sigmatic for a stupid freaking mushroom coffee. I remember she mixed it in a thingy, and she had the, you know, the little battery operated frother thingies. And that's how she would mix her coffee full of weird powders. Oh, it is the ceremonial cacao lady. Lived in his camp with a dog called Camp. That's the ceremonial cacao. Oh, that was dreadful. I need a refresher on what the ceremonial cacao was like, because my memory of it is that it was much more than poor cacao. Ceremonial cacao. Ah wait, click ici. Oh my god, no. Sorry, those are not my people by all means. Hold on, there's so many. Look at all these ceremonial cacao. Dude. I can't find it. It's basically a fancied up hot chocolate, but oh, you have to make a ceremony out of it. I guess they saw that there's a tea ceremony and they went, I need to do that with my cacao. I need to stop looking at this. It only makes me want to punch people. Ask the cacao goddess to inspire you. Talk to the cacao. Set your intention for the day of the cacao. It's PS. It connects her to be one with Mother Nature. Oh, dude, the cringe. Oh my gosh. I think it's the talk to the cacao and set your intention for the date. The cacao part that kills me. Like, what the heck? Hi, cacao. How's your day so far? Did you have a nice trip all the way over here? Was it comfy? What are you supposed to say to the pudding? Ouch. I hate it so much. It all works beautifully in my cartoon brain where the beans and mugs, etc. can talk back. Yeah, of course. The thing is, in reality, I don't think the cacao talks back. Chanel is Elsa Ray and Baron. The first thing that comes up when I search for Elsa is Elsa Ray Cacao. That's a good start. Chocolate medicine. Oh yeah, that's those guys. Oh hell, she now calls them chocolate medicine. Hold on, quiet you. Chocolate medicine. Ugh. That cup of hot chocolate doesn't give a rat's about you or your intention. Oh, definitely. No, the cacao talks back if you have the shroom. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When the cordyceps kick in. So yeah, she's like, oh, I use chocolate. I don't have the sound because I don't want to... what is it? Yeah, okay, that's chocolate. That's how they make chocolate. Okay, next. Oh, wait, that looks amazing. Okay, good. What else? Yeah, okay, drops. I put the drops in my blender and add hot water and then I blend it. And then I sprinkle what the was that? Is that the reishi nonsense? Oh, it is. Hold on. So that's the firefly chocolate. Holistic cacao. Oh yeah, of course. Dude, there's like no guarantee that they do the chocolate thing well. Yeah, okay, you're drinking your freaking chocolate. Good. Look at me, I'm drinking chocolate. Yummy! Yeah, chocolate dance. Oh, look, more chocolate. More. Oh, I need to turn on the subs. How do I do this on my telephone? Oh yeah, that's what. Hold on, I'm at the good part. That's when she starts adding all sorts of weird crap in there. Caption. Oh, they're auto-generated. That's gonna be cute. So it's substitute made from roasted dandelion and chicory wood, and then hemp or nut milk, cayenne, sprinkle of sea salt, coconut oil. Oh, what the? Oh no, that's okay. That's the pine pollen and maca and oh, mushrooms. Yeah, we're at the mushrooms now. Lion's mane. Kava root. Like, holy moly, what is that drink gonna taste like? Oh, it's so good. Ugh. History and healing powers of cacao. Blech. Hey, thanks for watching. Bleep boo. How do I flip a do? Let's check the. I wonder if I missed the part where she has a freaking ton of. Where's the comments? I think I'm paranoid. Oh no, it's not the comments I want, it's the description. Okay, firefly cacao, blah 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 blah, dandy blend, coffee substitute, lion's mane, hemp milk, pine pollen, ashwagandha, maca root, and kava. Ew. When I lived with the survivalists, we did thankful exercise for plants and animal in the moment to say thanks for feeding us, but not so much for the stuff we got at the store. I mean, yeah, I think that's a less weird to me than speaking with the cacao goddess. It looks goopy. Kava is what I was on that made me drunk with the tiniest amount of booze. Really? You won't be surprised to hear that they're in an... Oh, no! No way. Multi-level marketing. Oh no. Oh my god, that's like the holy trinity. Van life, woo nonsense, MLM. That's so true. Now, around here, MLM is more often used for multi-level marketing. And we didn't do it on camera, yeah. You might as well drink mud at this point. Seriously. And there she is with her face like, this is so good. Oh, I like that. Van life, woo nonsense, MLM. I always get the feeling that the young people I see doing the van life thing, they have means. Like they're not badly set in life. Like who else? Like anyway, if you can afford like your fancy firefly chocolate, whatever. Yeah, they're in one of those essential oil MLM, and they tried to cure their dog's allergy with essential. Oh no! So you have two. You have Young Living and DoTerra. MLM as in you get sponsored for using random products. No. Multi-level marketing is, you get coerced into. You get convinced to work for a company where. Like, what defines MLM, I think, is that the way the company makes money is not through just selling their stuff. It's mostly through recruiting more people. So, you know, it's the thing where you get in there and they tell you like, oh, you can sell a product, but also you get bonuses if you recruit more people in the company. So it's basically more about recruiting more people under you and them recruiting people under them and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, I watched a ton of anti-MLM videos. I freaking hate that stuff. Oh, the Monat ones, they kill me. Stupid hair MLM. They're like, oh, our shampoo is so good, it's natural, blah, blah, blah. And then people experience hair loss and hair breakage like never before. It was literally being grateful to have it. Yeah, and that's not a bad practice. I mean, it gives you some awareness of where your food is coming from. Oh no, the essential oils one are freaking terrible. They drink that stuff. You're not supposed to drink straight up essential oils. That's super dangerous. Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. Knives is an old common one. Yeah, what's it called? Cut. I don't remember what it's called. It's not the one we hear most about. The essential oils are big right now, then Monat. There's one called Prove It with about ketones. Makeup. There's a lot of makeup ones. Oh, what's it called? Unique. Illuminati. I don't watch Illuminati as much anymore. But I watch like Savannah Mary and Mac Attack and Cici Suarez, I think. Because I felt like some of the recent Illuminati videos didn't have much substance to them. Like I finished the video and I'm like, oh, I didn't learn much of anything in there. Yep. There's an episode of Elementary where a woman fakes a kidney failure by drinking essential oils. Yeah. Goes to show. Yeah, doTERRA. That's a essential oil pyramid scheme. Didn't the legging one recently collapse into a huge pile of drama and bankruptcy? Yeah, the LuLaRoe. There's a couple of good documentaries on LuLaRoe. There's a brief one made by Vice on YouTube. And then you have one on Amazon Prime, I think. It's called LuLaRich, I think. I haven't watched that one because I don't have Prime. Some of them make it legit somehow. Well, there are pyramid scheme, but they circumvent the definition of pyramid scheme by saying, no, look, we're selling essential oils. We're selling a product. We're not just about recruiting people. We're about selling this product. But actually, if you are in there, you make a lot more money by recruiting people under you than by selling stupid oils. Oh, there's Paparazzi too, the one about the cheap jewelry. Excuse me, they are legally distinct from pyramid scheme. Thank you very much. Okay, Karen. I have a box for making smell good things, but they aren't curing anything other than smell of dog. Yeah, that's the point. Like, aromatherapy is legit. In the sense that certain smells will calm you, make you feel better. You know, it has a small impact on how you feel. But it's not a cure-all, and it's not about drinking the stuff. Like, you don't put... They put drops of essential oils in, like, smoothies and whatnot, and make sangria with essential oils in it to do the fruity taste. And it's like, no, that's super dangerous. But yeah, it's perfectly fine for aromatherapy. Oh, thank you, I gotta watch that. The one that's free on YouTube is really interesting. It's like half an hour, but it's a good half hour. Sorry. Essential oils use a ton of land, don't they? How bad is that? And remind. Well, it's not. It can be good. Don't go and spoil the narrative with facts. It's always the super earthy people obsessed with essential. Oh yeah, by all means. Like the crunchy people. It's so silly. It's basically cooking a bunch of stuff so you can boil it down. I don't know if it's about boiling, but you can sort of condense it down to a couple of drops of something and then sell that super overpriced. At least essential oils or something. My mom believes in this sun water stuff. Or it's literally just leave a glass of water, stick in the sun, and then drink it. Ooh. Well, if it's just water, that's weird. You can have sun tea, but to have sun tea, as far as I know, is you put tea in the water and you leave that to sort of infuse on the windowsill. I don't know why, but it's like the water memory nonsense. Which brings us to homeotherapy. Is that the word in English? I don't know how you call it in English. Remember when rich people started drinking raw water? What is that? Raw water. Oh yeah, the diamond filtered water was another thing. Also, you can, some people, what's the video I saw? It was like a lady who would, she had this special connector that you can sort of connect two bottles together. So you can have a bottle full of water on top and then pour it down the bottle at the bottom. And she would use this thingy because she would swirl the water in the top bottle, and as it was like going down in the second bottle, she would think really hard about like a thing like luck, thinking really hard about luck. So when the bottom bottle was full, she would close it and put a label on it and say that that's her luck water, and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what? I do remember that, like the designer handbag of Giardia. Wait, what? Giardia is a parasite, right? Say, hold on, there was another thing about water that I wanted to. So we have memory, the water memory, homeopathy. Anyway, it's a rabbit hole for sure. Really interesting stuff. I have a CD and get having weird rules, but even I smack my forehead at some of these things. Yeah. Yeah, you get it from drinking unfiltered water. Oh! Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, you get it from drinking unfiltered water, like during a camping trip. Oh, pets often have it, and I think it's super contagious. Hey, Cyan, hi! We're talking MLMs and food a bit. Ew. Oh my god. It's the other one that I saw recently. There's always nonsense. Like, I've watched my fair share of Jeff Holiday too. He's more about the weird woo-woo. But holy moly. Oh my gosh, all this food looks amazing. Like, I don't even like clams, but that's so pretty in presentation. Oh, this is isometric grid. Maturation takes place in current parts of classical music split. Oh my gosh. Of course. Oh. Oh. Oh, mushrooms. Dude, why? Okay, what are those? Okay, those are fresh shiitake. But how come the shiitake I get here that are fresh, they never look like that? They have a really flattened cap. I feel like we also need to bring in goop to the oh no, not goop. That's just like 100% woo-woo mumbo jumbo. Like, Gwyneth Paltrow has been off her rocker for years now. And like, it's just... So what should I draw now? This tree has Loki turned to chaos and I'm here for it. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic right now. I had no idea that was one of Magellan's selling. Oh, really? Oh. Oh my god, do not get me started on goop. I haven't looked into it all that much. Oddly enough, none of the channels I follow that are about woo-woo talks about... They almost never talk about goop because it's so obviously nonsense. Goop is... oh, what was it? It's Gwyneth Paltrow's... hold on, my words are failing me. I just remember why it's named like that, I think. Like, it's G for Gwyneth and the P is for Paltrow, and she put 2 O's in the middle because all the successful brands have 2 O's, like Google. So she called it Goop, and she's about like... She calls it wellness, but it's really woo-woo nonsense. Oh my gosh, Otto! Don't do that. I'm just gonna explode. I just hate Gwyneth Paltrow ever since I opened her cookbook and I was like leafing through it and I was like, why is this like 50% photos of Gwyneth? Where's the food, you know? And then I stopped on a recipe that was how to fry an egg. And my brain just left the building and I was like, she's really like taking the piss on people. Oh yeah, absolutely. Goop. You can have jade eggs that you put up there. Also, you can steam your privates. And what's the other like couple of nonsensical stuff I've heard? I don't know, but it's all about like, oh no, is it buffering? Or I'm not doing much, so maybe it's not buffering. Let's go. Poor people needed to tell people how to stir coffee. I did. Yeah, same kind of idea. How to fry an egg. I mean, okay, if your cookbook was about like basics of cooking, but she had this attitude of being like a grand chef, and there she goes frying an egg. I mean, no, don't research anything, Goop. You're gonna regret it. Okay, the stream is back good. I didn't see anything weird going on my side. Teach me how to make cereal with me. Yeah, seriously, that level. Like, thanks, Gwyneth, but no thanks. And like, I don't know, she's just stupid. I slice carrots for my children. Here's the recipe. That's, yeah. But it's complex. You have to peel the carrots. Jade egg, I don't even know what to say. There's not much to say, honestly. And also, it's really bad for you. Like, jade is porous. So, like, you can definitely easily catch infections or, you know, have issues. You don't know how these people get published? Money. Hey, it's Gwyneth. She's a known actress, and people will buy this shit. Oh, it is super expensive. The sauna for the lady bits was absolutely nonsensical. It's basically like a weird bench that you sit on, and it will send steam up your lady parts. Trying to peel my 8B pencil and all the peels are falling just outside of the trash can, and I'm like, why? Seriously? Come on. Trash can is just there. Go in the trash can. Oh my gosh, seriously. Oh, come on. Oh. Maldaschnut. Okay. There were a lot of gynecologists in a lot of newspapers talking about one shouldn't put stones inside our bodies. She had a Netflix special and forced her employees to do mushrooms. And they all looked terrified. Ugh. What a freaking nightmare. Some people, a lot of people apparently have more money than sense. Well, you know. You know, I think it's Robin Williams who said that. But he once said cocaine is God's way of telling you have too much money or something like that. But I feel like there are steps before that. and like I feel like taking part in goop is probably one of them too. Like if you have money for goop's nonsense, you could definitely spend that money elsewhere and have a greater impact. Oh, I just wish Gwyneth Paltrow could shut up. Like, oh my god, take your money and leave us alone. Same level as freaking Gal Gadot singing Imagine. To cheer us plebs up. Ugh. Blech. Here, let's draw some donuts. Maybe a bagel. That one looks more like a bagel. But I have to make it even more wonky. Wait, what about Gal Gadot? It was her idea to do the really terrible Imagine song. Hold on, that's worth. That's the released. Oh my god, these guys, they're brown nosing so hard. Heartwarming cover. Oh my gosh, go get lost. Yeah, it was at the beginning of the pandemic and the stay-at-home stuff, quarantining and I don't words, but anyway, and she and a bunch of other stars, they kind of all took turns singing parts of Imagine, really bad and really off-key, to cheer people up. You know, a song like Imagine that says something like, imagine there's no heaven when people are dying. Oh no, it's awful. It's next level cringe. Hey guys, 6 days in self-quarantine, and I'm gonna say that these past few days got me feeling a bit philosophical. You know, this virus had affected the entire world. Everyone, doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, we're all in this together. And I've run into this video of this Italian guy playing the trumpet in his balcony to all the other people who were locked inside their homes, and he was playing Imagine, and there was something so powerful and pure. It was charity to make us feel better, yeah, us plebs. And it goes like this. Anyway, bleh. It was so cringe. Because at that time in the pandemic, everyone was like, all the frontline workers were like still dressing up in trash bags because they were out of personal protection stuff, and it was like this super chaotic start of the pandemic. And this Dutz is like, I'm gonna sing Imagine with my celebrity friends. We're gonna be so relatable. I can't. I mean, jeez. No, if you're rich, just shut up during the pandemic. Be happy and try to sort of lay low while people are losing their job and their relatives and whatnot. Like, you're gonna be the least relatable thing ever in a pandemic if you're super rich. So, I mean, shut the fuck up. Look at all of our mentions. Oh, I'm so bored in my big mention. Oh, shut up. I think it's hindsight. No, it was cringe straight up when it came out. Like, the moment she released this thing, people were already like, what the... How tone deaf can you be? And not just music-wise. Oh, it's full-on cringe since day one. It was cringe then and it's cringe now, yeah. I mean to them. Oh, I mean, blah, 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 blah. Freaking hate it. Are there words that may offend? Are we giving the right message? Is this just to get some airtime? I don't think she did it for clout. I think she thought she was doing a good thing, but it's so unbelievably tone deaf. And like no one in the artist she asked to be part of the song was like, Gal, I know this comes from a good place, but hold on. let's talk about this some more, you know? Like, it was finally their time to relate to the everyday man, but they forgot they were... Yeah, dude. Oh, a cat! That's awesome, Nicole. Oh, seriously, it was so gauche. So gauche. I know when every time a celeb has COVID, like, oh, so-and-so has COVID, and you're like, oh, okay. But like, they're rich, they're gonna get Regeneron or whatnot, and like super good care because they can afford it, and they're gonna be fine. Gotta get going, enjoy the rest of your set. Hey, thank you so much for being here, YZ. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed the sushi vids. Sushis are kind of fun to doodle too, especially rolls. Like, it's a really basic shape and you can just like do a bit of whatever for their innards. I'm hungry now. I've been drawing characters walking front view. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that's a really hard one. Like, that's the angle in which the walking silhouette is the most confusing. On a quick food-related side note, does anyone else go on a diet and then become obsessed with cooking shows? Hobbs is doing amazing, but has been watching Cake Masters the whole stream. And his whole family do it. I don't know, but if it was me in the same situation, I don't think watching the cooking show would help. The way my brain is wired, I would probably benefit from watching something completely not food related, because it would kind of make sure that food is always on my mind. And like cooking shows, they don't feature salads or like, let's eat this bowl of carrots, you know. It's more like, oh, look at this beautiful cake. Yeah, that would drive me insane. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to be careful about what I eat, and I'm saving up food images and food art, and it's already hard. Like, so I feel like a cooking show would be even worse. At least with photos, like, there's no one eating it going like, oh my gosh, this is so good. This is absolutely the best whatever I've ever eaten. Like, it's just a photo. It looks good, but I can maybe convince myself that it just looks good. Maybe it doesn't taste good. Haha. Like, if someone was eating it and thinking it's good, I would probably have a harder time. I'm reminded of all the chefs on Top Chef who want to cook healthy, but it never works. Yeah. It's doomed to fail in a way because healthy is an odd concept nowadays. I thought for a second he may be planning an amazing cake. Aww. On the other hand, watching a mukbang might do it. Nothing against people who like that, but I just cannot. Oh, I know. I mean, especially like depending on the type of mukbang too. Like, I wouldn't watch Nikocado, but sometimes the food in the mukbangs, it looks so good, and I'm like, oh, I want that. Oh, I have satsumas. There is only one cultivar I can eat, and I saw them today. Oh, that's awesome. I think the only way to cook healthy in a competition show is to know how to use health-minded spices. Yeah, but I think you're still gonna lose points with the judges. Because I don't think... Well, yeah, I think you were saying that the Big British Bake Off, whatever... The Great British... whatever it's called. They had a week with the theme of healthy. So maybe the judges were expecting healthy stuff, but if you are in a competition and there is no specific theme to stay within, you're definitely not gonna win against people who cook like non-healthy stuff. Because like fat is a thing that has a role to play in flavor, and it's not often that healthy stuff will use fat. Yeah, the week was free from like dairy-free, vegan, gluten-free. Oof. I mean, some of them are kind of easy, like dairy-free. You can just go towards more Asian cooking. Gluten-free is a bit of a nightmare. I've been craving tacos for days. Ooh. I had no idea there was a vegan egg white. It's aquafaba. Aquasol is what Core uses in their paint. And aquafaba is basically the water you get from cooked chickpeas. And you can sort of whip it up. And it kind of looks like whipped egg white. It's been like 2 weeks since the vegan girl got eliminated. Aw, she missed out on her chance to shine, really. It does work amazingly, but there's definitely a hint of chickpea about them. Like, that's the thing. It's not... It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't, like, look bad, but it's not the same, so... It's just annoying when like something is called, what's the last thing we had? It was some sort of vegan, like meatballs but no meat, and it just, or like sausages, vegan sausages. They're not terrible, but the texture is so different. So if what you enjoy of the original food is the texture, well, they're not gonna do the trick. They're not gonna taste the same, fine, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Alright, I just laid waste to a thing of french fries and now they are having their revenge on me. Time to go lie down and regret. Oh no! Oh, poor you, Sault. I didn't know french fries did that to you. That sucks. Well, I hope you don't have too much of a hard time with the fries. And yeah, have a good weekend. Take care. Good luck. French fries though. I saw the ketchup earlier in the fridge and I was like, French fries. Hey, Tsukaboo, hi. I think I'll need to be right back, just a second. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Milk carton, should I make it blue or red? Yeah, it depends on your other colors. Is there any other elements in your painting, Nicole? Because so far I think either blue or red would work. Might really depends on what you feel like. I think I'm going to go to do cerulean, keeping the whole thing soft. Ooh. Sprayed my paints in the dents and had they smell like candy again. Which paints? If you guys could have any pastry right now appear in front of you, what would it be? What would you ask for? Pastries. Maybe a chocolate-filled croissant. Ooh. I think I would have an almond croissant. This guy. I was just thinking I wanted pain au chocolat. A white chocolate and raspberry crepe. Wow, that's fancy. And I know the paint would taste bad, but the smell, they smell so nice. Oh, why would it taste bad? The paint, oh, the paint, like the pain. Pain is bread in French, by the way, so I was like, what the? A cheese Danish? Ooh. Sfogliatella, Italian lobster tail pastry. It's phyllo dough, ricotta cheese, diced candied fruit. Yeah, I think I've seen those. They look so cool. Like I was mentioning the Italian bakery last week. There's always a bunch of stuff in there and I'm like, what is that? And I can't just go and try everything because it's a lot of whipped cream and cheese, and I don't want to be in pain if I can sort of touch it. Maybe I should try and do like a food illustration and pick typically Canadian desserts like sugar pie and Nanaimo bars. I wonder, maybe Otto, you know, but does Japan has a really like sort of traditional pastry? I know that pastry is not very like it's definitely an imported discipline. But I was wondering if there is some sort of baked thing that is really specific to Japan. I know there's wagashi, but outside of that. Mochi, it's not really pastry, and mochi is not necessarily sweet either. Oh, we have such a great pastry industry. That's good. Melon pan. Oh, that's a good one, and it's so cute. I need to try melon pan one day. Because I don't think wheat is sort of I hate saying that, but not native to Japan. I think it's something that was brought to Japan in a sense that you kind of need a lot of space to grow it. So smaller countries that don't have a lot of space for fields and whatnot. Oh, melon pan. I'm always curious, like, is it melon flavored? Or is it called melon pan just because it looks like a melon? My dad used to make crepes in the summer. He'd make blueberry, raspberry, mixed berry crepes on his day. Oh, that's cool. Japan does a lot of pastry and bread with yummy changes that yeah, I know. I'm definitely if I ever finally get to Japan one day, I'm gonna come back so fat. Sorry to say that, but I mean, oh my god, all the food looks amazing. Sweet potato, the dessert pastry. I mean, oh really? I didn't know that was a pastry. Have a good night, Cyan. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great weekend. It's called melon pan because it looks like a melon. Oh, okay, cool. Sometimes it's even like colored a bit green. That's so cool. Too much bread for me. What? Too much bread. What is this nonsense? Just don't stay in Japan. I heard the clothing is very small. I'm definitely bringing my own like supersized clothing from America. Look up Kashipan for sweet pastry bakery. Goes, ooh, we have a anpan. Yeah, red bean. I saw that. That looks really good. Also, I kind of really like that a lot of the more traditional sweets in Japan are not very sweet. Yeah, the Castella cake, the one you can make in your rice cooker. I think the current rice cooker has a setting for cake, which cracks me up. No, I know I'm not Japanese size. Even if I was like more close to a decent weight for my size, I have very broad shoulders, so nothing would fit unless maybe I go in the men's aisle. Also lunch pack, they are geniuses. Like bento, the sort of pre-made food meals in Japan, they look so like next level. It's unbelievable. Okay, not bento. What are the lunch packs? Lunch pack, not bento. Blech. You know when you type something with your phone and all your fingers are like not on the proper letters? No, not. So these are like Sildin sandwiches. So no. Oh yeah. Okay. The sando. Oh, they look so cool. I've never seen those before. Oh, that's so clever. No, give me a photo. Oh my gosh, what kind of flavors you got there? This one looks like katsu. I have no idea for this one. This one has some, I don't know either. Egg for this one. Not a clue. One looked like chocolate or maybe red bean paste. Oh, that's so clever. Why? Oh no, Buxapine. Buxapine says my hubs was testing some facial recognition tech and it thought it was a 60-year-old Japanese woman. Oh. Yeah, the vending machines are really next level too. You can get fresh eggs. Just, I know it's just a very specific example, but it really blew my mind. Oh, they look good. Look at that. Dang. I love that. Apparently, from what I can sort of gather, you can eat so healthy on a budget in Japan. Like, if you don't like cooking, you're not stuck eating like garbage food. Also, the kombini that have like the stew available too. That's not very expensive. Oh, this one is purple. Maybe it's the photo, but it looks purple. Maybe it's taro. Taro. Baskin Robbins. What? Oh, this is so cool. I didn't know that existed. Now my life is changed for the better. One with melon on it. That's so clever. Over here, all we get are stupid sandwiches cut in like triangle. You get like two, well, it's one sandwich cut in half. It's basically just like that with the filling, and you get another one next to it. The other half, technically, and it has the crust on and whatnot, and it's just like ham or egg salad, and that's about the most common ones. What the heck? That's weird. Yeah, onigiri is fun. Sushi. So, Otto seems to have issues with the chat right now, but she says strawberries and cream sandwiches, also dorayaki. Is that dorayaki? Is that the pancakes with the red bean in the middle? Can you guys write in chat too? Are you able to write in the chat? Or is it broken? Streams doesn't seem to be buffering. You can see it fine and write fine. Okay. That's weird. It's not like you've written anything that could be interpreted as weird by the bots. Like, I don't think katsu or sando are close to weird words. That's so weird. It's like it put you on a timeout or something. But I don't see any notifications to that effect. I'm just going to be blowing up your phone. Forbidden words. Yeah, the dorayaki is like have a small pancake. It kind of looks like a... It looks a bit like a sandwich cookie, but in the middle you get a blob of red bean paste or something. There might be other fillings for dorayaki, and I think you can have them like matcha flavored, so they're green. Dang, I missed the Asian grocery store. Oh, one of my favorite stuff over there is the yakwa. I don't know how to say it, but it's a Korean cookie that has been deep fried, and it tastes just like donuts. I mean, no wonder why, but oh my gosh, it's good. It's often shaped like a small flower, and you have like something in the middle. Oh, it's so delicious. Oh, dorayaki. Yeah, but I don't think Otto... The last thing she wrote was about katsu sando. This is what 7-Eleven is currently selling in their suite. Dude, I want to... Why? Why do we not have, like, amazing... Oh my gosh, everything looks so good. Oh, even the little breads, they look like so floofy. Hold on. Not that I can see. Hold on. That's really annoying. You're a moderator. You shouldn't be like banished from chat or stuff like that. No. No? Oh, it looks so good. Oh. I want to eat all that stuff. Is that a croquet? Like a croquette? Hold on. Then you have sort of a burger and... Oh man, this sandwich looks amazing. Oh, there's a hot dog. What? Another one. Dang. And those are not expensive. I don't know the size, but... Well, that's probably the size. In grams or something. But, I mean, you can get a full meal for like $3. Like, most meals I end up doing, they cost more than $3 per person. It's a curry pan. Oh, dude. I'm crying. Though I will definitely visit those pages to get reference photos of stuff to draw. It's like the we have a couple of I guess it's more like Chinese bakeries in town, because Montreal has a Chinatown. And yeah, it's always like a free-for-all in there. I kind of want to get everything. Oh, sweets page. I'm crying. I want to eat all of them. Also, the loading icon is a cute little onigiri. That's really sweet. Oh, what are those bucket things? Oh my gosh. This apple thing or whatever looks amazing. Oh, everything looks so good. It's like painful. Oh man. The Western Sweets page. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's the same one. These little pocket things, like the one with sort of a spotted pattern and the green one. Oh, how cute is that? Looks like a porcupine roll. Oh my gosh. I've seen this thing a lot. Looked like spaghetti. But I guess it's some sort of creme or icing. But filled in with a really small piping bag. No, she wasn't talking about anything suspicious. And when I click on the three dots of next to her name, I don't see anything weird. There's no like stop, timeout or whatever. Like there's nothing odd that I could fix. Those are hold on, what? Oh, they're crepes. Those are chestnuts. What? Oh dang, where's the page? No, where is... Oh no, that's Twitter. Dang it. Called Mont Blanc in Japan. What is it made from? Oh, dude, everything looks amazing. There's an eclair. Like, it looks so good. You would never find anything that looks so good in Canadian drugstores. Most of them look like old rundown basements, and they offer like alcohol, chips, and candy bars. And that's it. They might have like a box of Kraft Dinner, a packet of pads, like feminine hygiene products, and like whatever odds and ends that are there, like have been there for years. I'm so annoyed that we don't have anything this good looking. And I'm pretty sure the portions are much, much more friendly than whatever we call portions here. I think cream, icing, sugar, and chestnut. What? Dude. Oh, I'm losing my mind. It looks like mochi. Oh, these look great with kinako, I bet. I'm really just going with whatever few things I know. Oh wow, that's so cool with the mandarins in there. Looks like some sort of flan. Oh, it looks so good. It's blowing my mind like so much because I'm like, like this is the stuff we get in bakeries here that costs like $3 per thing. Oh, a matcha one. Oh, it's beautiful. Let my whole run down. Seriously. No, but I mean, like Dominic says, what, you live in Canada? It's like America's little Europe. Not, we're more like the US's little brother. You probably have tons of confections compared to America's apple pie and dry as heck Mexican bakeries. No, but I mean, this stuff that I'm showing, you can get that from the drugstores in Japan, like the 7-Elevens. Well, if you go in a drugstore here, you're not gonna find that. You're lucky if you find some like those sandwiches I was talking about earlier, and they're not like super old and dangerous for your health. Like, you would never get anything that awesome, fresh, and tasty looking as you see here. I remember seeing a vending machine vid from Japan that sold hot ramen even. Yeah. I remember the days when American drugstores sold soda. They don't sell sodas in drugstores. Or like dry AF hot dogs sitting out all day. Oh no. Oh, the bentos. Dude, that's a whole meal for like $5. That has a big freaking mackerel fillet on it. Just the fillet here would cost that price. That's nonsense. Guillaume, on déménage au Japon puis on s'alimente dans les dépanneurs, ok?
En quoi?
On déménage au Japon puis on s'alimente dans les dépanneurs. Et on... Des trucs de fou dans les dépanneurs, sérieux.
Commence à jouer à la loterie.
Ouais, je vais commencer à jouer à la loterie, je pense. I like the soda chirps. What is that? Dang, that's $5. What? Like, who needs to cook in Japan? You don't have to cook ever. Dude. It looks amazing. And you have all sorts of variety. Like, there's always some veggies and some healthy stuff. And not everything is like deep fried. Though, if it is deep fried, it's tempura, which is not as heavy as our usual deep frying here. Oh, I know the train lunches are amazing. I saw those. Dubois had a drugstore with an old-timey soda bar. The guys who would make soda cocktails and ice cream floats. Oh, yeah, like in the good old Archie comics, yeah? Ah, wow! Ah, that slice of freaking meat in there looks completely melt in your mouth good. It's unbelievable. Oh, cold noodles. Oh, they look great. That's soba, right? It's like, I think my mind has left the building. Oh, it looks so amazing. Like, those are like, what, ramen? And it's so affordable. Whoa, what is that one? It's so pretty. I thought for a second it was melon, but it's probably a squash. Sandwich page. It wasn't like Coca Pepsi, but birch, sarsaparilla, and fruity stuff. Ooh, interesting. Dude, those are so next level. Whoa, lettuce and a drugstore sandwich? What are you? Oh, there's a croissant! Is that a sandwich with sushi in it? It kind of looks like it. Oh, another croissant. This one looks like egg and ham, but this one too. Oh, dude, what? Yeah, I'm hungry too. Wow. Oh, donuts. Oh, that's gonna be the destroyer of everything. It's a good one to end the stream on, though. Oh my gosh. You have square donuts. What? Oh, cute. Donut holes. Really missing Japan. Oh, no. The classic sushi baguette. Well, you know, there's a Subway with meatballs in it, so why not a sandwich with oh, these are so cool looking. Oh, the way you said croissant. Well, that's how you say it in French, croissant. Oh, dude, donuts. So hungry. We make square watermelons. Of course, we make square donuts. Yeah, fair point. Here we go back to fusion food full circle. Yeah. Oh, it looks so amazing. And I don't know if Otto can tell me, but is that like the weight of the item? Next to the price? I don't know. Oh, that's the price including the tax. Oh. Whoa, what? That's so cool. So they don't say like what size the things are. Oh, that's really cool that they include the price with the tax. Got a 8% tax. Imagine visiting Japan post-pandemic will be surrounded by all this food culture. I would just eat at the 7-Eleven all the time. I really hope that 7-Elevens don't have a bad rep. Like, they're not the terribly awful corporation, because dang, that would be such a conflict in my head. Let's look at one of those again. Which one I want to look at again? Oh, the sweets, of course. The sweets. No, they have a really good rep in Japan. Oh, good. That's cheerful. That's some like that's the kind of stuff we kind of need to hear more. I'm completely like mind blown by the food they have. That's like an incredible variety of foods, and like I think many of those are seasonal, so they will change depending on the season and what's available. It's like Disneyland. We borrowed the idea but then turned it to the max. Well, that's not a bad idea. They're not the same company. So the Disneyland in Japan is not the same company as the other Disneylands? There you go. Mickey. Like there's Disney, then there's Oriental Land Company, who run the Disneylands in Japan. Yeah, completely different experience. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, last time I went to Disney was in Orlando a million years ago. Before the internet, can you imagine? And as a kid, like, the experience is very different, but it always felt very, like, commercial. Disney is gonna strike this video because I'm drawing Mickey. I know Mickey has shorts. Stupid buttons. They watched the car park at Tokyo Disneyland. Wash the car park. That's the parking lot? That's really thorough. My brother has a friend from work who is from Japan. He plans on visiting post-pandemic, and because he works for Disney Media, he gets a free pass to any Disney park in the world. Oh, that's cool. There you go. Bootleg Mickey from Wish. I mean, washing the parking lot, that's next level. I don't think I've ever seen a commerce wash their parking lot. The only people I see washing their parking lot are old dudes with pressure, like those pressurized water thingies, or just regular water, and they waste all the drinking water washing their parking lot. I think Mickey has a tail, right? I mean, he's a mouse. Here you go. All right, guys, do you have any questions? It's a bit after 5, so I'm gonna give our friends from the European continent a chance to sleep. Thank you so much, Otto, for all the info and all the links. That was really, really cool. Oh no, it's okay. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for being here today and for being along for this weird session of drawing food again. It's always a fun time, and I really appreciate you guys being here today. We got to reset because Otto got ridiculously banned. Yeah, I don't know what went on there, but that's completely weird. Yeah, let's hope next week that issue is fixed. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you guys in the chat. Thank you, Otto. And I hope you have a great weekend, and see you all on the Discord server and here next week. So bye, guys. Take care.